And welcome back, one and all. Welcome back to Point and Click. Right then, this is Alpha Polaris, the game I have been trying to bloody get off the ground for quite some time. Now, it's a point and click game that was released in 2010. So what's interesting about it? Firstly, it's one of the few 2.5/3D-ish games that I probably plan to do for the channel. It's created by a Finnish company. The story is set in Denmark, and the main character is Norwegian. Yes, cultural. Woohoo! All bases are ticked. So let's not muck around. Let's just get straight into it and watch the intro. Now, this is advertised as a horror game. Okay. Now, I've played probably about an hour of this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it beforehand, record, and then keep going like that. So I'll play it before I record each section. Because obviously I don't want to be wandering around going, I don't know what to do. Now, in terms of the interface and everything, it's quite simple. You can get hints on what you need to do next. And yeah, so far, from what I've played, it doesn't seem to be a horror game. That doesn't mean it's not going to kick itself up into gear. Now, apparently also it's quite short, so we'll see. We'll see. So, the general story is that this is a research base in Greenland. And, now I need to remember this, they are researching everything for a oil company, so something like BP or Shell Petroleum, something like that. And for some reason, one of their guys is some sort of nature researcher? Again, meh, we will find out. So anyway, Alpha Polaris. And that was a chasm, of course, we just saw. Day 1.
Hey, Norwegian guy. Are you in there? There's another polar bear for you to stun.
I quite like the sort of art style that's thrown in, the sort of cartoony stuff as well. And yes, casual racism against the Norwegians. Okay, so we get 3 choices. We can be friendly, we can tell him to buzz off, or we can ignore him. We're going to tell him to buzz off.
Go away! I went to bed less than 3 hours ago.
You want to get that science project of yours, or whatever it is, done? Hell, I'll just make a nice rug out of that thing.
To skin a polar bear? Take offense.
Okay. Hold on. I'll just get the gun and stun you instead.
What was that? You just come and try, butt boy. And don't let Miss Alaska hold you up back there.
Ik weet dik je keigacher.
Now, from what I understand as well, that Norwegian that he just spoke isn't very good Norwegian. Apparently this is spoken by an English actor who doesn't quite understand how to pronounce things properly. So much so that what he just said is completely wrong. Obviously, if anyone can correct me on that or tell me, that would be muchly appreciated. Right, if we hit the spacebar, it will show us everything we can interact with in the room, which, the hotspots points, which isn't bad. Now, I'm trying to think if we actually need anything in here, and to be honest, the answer is no. But, yeah, there we go, like triangulation device, he doesn't need it right now, such things like that. Can we look at the thermometer? Minus 15, that's cold. Right, let's go out the door. So, this is our main character. Rune... I'm not going to try and pronounce that, because I'll probably get it wrong. Anyway, his name is Rune. Now, we want to go to the living room and kitchen and say hello, because there's no one in these rooms at the moment. Character interaction.
Another polar bear outside.
Not now, Rune.
Polaris. Come in, Polaris.
Go ahead, we hear you.
I found oil deep down a crevasse near Testril 2. It's an open pit, Nova. I found seep oil.
But that's wonderful.
And there's more to the story. I also ran into something unexpected. But I'd better tell you in person. I'll be there soon. While you wait, you can contact Thule. We need to announce this right away.
What was unexpected? Should I tell them something else?
Just tell them we're going to make the shareholders happy and the liberals angry pretty soon.
Okay, where are you now?
A few miles northeast of Polaris. But speaking of tree huggers, is that Norwegian chap still bothering you?
Oh no, he's not. Not at all.
What?
I tell you, I haven't seen such an obvious crush since my prom night, and that's been a while.
He's in the room, Al. Shut it.
He's there? Well, I think that was all. See you soon. Over and out.
So he found oil. I don't know what that last part was about, though. For some reason, he seemed to think that you have a bit of a crush on me. I told him that you've been bumping into me during my coffee breaks.
Crush? No, I mean, it would be cool if we still continued to have accidental run-ins.
Come on, is that how they do it in Oslo?
Whoops, I think I left the line open.
And what a thoughtful mistake it was. This has been a comedy goldmine. Look, maybe Rune could fix you something nice in the canteen. Let's say tomorrow. I'll even throw in some fuel and ammo for Tully. For distraction, you know.
I could do that.
Good.
Do I have a say in this?
Not really.
Can you cook, Rune?
That's my girl. Rune, I happen to know what she likes, but I'll fill you in later. Now is not the time.
Okay, over and out.
Over and out.
So, did you have anything else in mind?
Tully spotted another polar bear outside.
Polar bear research on a station owned by a godless oil company. You know, this might be the biggest oil discovery of our careers. While you are trying to save the Arctic. That's...
A serious conflict of interest, I know. I love ice climbing and the Arctic. That's why I'm here. Did my master's measuring skua eggs in Svalbard. As for the company, me being here is just a cheap publicity trick. I'll play along and get my thesis done. But maybe I should get moving. That bear won't be around forever.
Be careful. Everything Tully knows about polar bears comes from cola commercials.
I have not seen such a massive piece of exposition in a game for a long time. You know, that's just explained everything. I need to remember, can we get anything out of the fridge? Do we need anything out of the fridge? Oh, vegetables. No, okay. Why did I think I needed something out of the fridge? Can I take this sandwich? No. Okay, anyway. First job on the agenda then. There is a polar bear outside, so we need to stun it. So for that, we are going to need a tranquilizer gun and some other bits and pieces. Okay, we need to go to the lab, which I think's this way. Now what's quite nice as well is if we want to, if we don't have to do all these walking animations, we can just double click, which sort of helps a little bit. When we go outside, we'll put a coat on. We also want the rope. Okay. Do we need the packaging tape? Well, we're taking it. We don't need the exploration equipment, but we will need some sort of tracking collar for the polar bear. I don't think we actually go out with it. Okay, so let's see what we got. Medical... You do? I'm pretty sure you need tranks. Okay, maybe not. Let's have a look what we've got. Multi-tool. The gun. We haven't got any ammo. There we go. This is the sedative gear. The oximeter. And there we go. The tracking collar as well. We are now good to go. Let's go hunt us a polar bear. And he should, in theory, put a coat on before he goes out. Because he's clever. It's minus 15 outside, after all. And here's another character.
Hey, Rune! Over here!
Who I'm not sure if I quite like yet.
Where is it?
Back there, behind the station. I think it tried to stalk me, so I took off.
Then it's probably a male, so let's be very careful.
We need some real firepower. There's a 12-gauge Tax-12 inside with auto mode. Unloads the clip in about 2 seconds.
I'm going to stun it.
I know, but if you really want to be on the safe side, you'll let me take the shot.
You just suggested gunning the thing into all oblivion. Sarcastic, no.
That would probably be the last thing I did alive.
Ah, let's see how you handle it.
Quite easily, thank you. Right, so we're going to go on the roof, and then we will snipe the bugger. A bit of the loading sequence.
He's a big one, all right. Somewhat over 200 kilos, I'd say. And guess what? He is a she.
Does that matter?
More than one would think. Tracking collars can't be fitted to males. Their necks are wider than their heads.
Okay. So, we need to load the rifle, select it, and boom. One sedated polar bear.
Good kill.
It's not
Hit
dead.
right where it was supposed to. Just above the shoulder blade. Let's give the sedative some time to kick in and then have a closer look.
Okay, so polar bear.
That maw.
It can easily crush a seal's skull, or drag a small beluga whale out of the sea.
Hardcore. Mighty nasty smell.
It shouldn't be that bad. Let's see what's wrong.
Why do I get the feeling this is also going to be a bit of an educational game? Okay, so we can use the oximeter on its mouth. Pulse is a little over 40, that's normal for a sleeping animal. And we'll look at its mouth in itself.
That's the reason for the smell. The right quadrant mandibular canine is chipped.
The what?
A fang. The tooth is infected and the infection is spreading. Look at the dark spots on the gums.
Educational! Now, can I actually use this on its teeth? No, it's too late to take out the tooth. What we need to do... Right, we need an animal surgeon. Okay, so let's get the collar on.
That's a satellite tracker?
Yes, but it transmits only triangulation data. The collar will come off after a few weeks. After that, I'll retrieve it.
Exposition! Okay, so what else do we need to do? Let's have a look. Don't need to look at his notebook. We do need to take back the sedative dart.
Careful!
Relax. I know what I'm doing. We're done here. She can't eat with that tooth. That's why she's so badly malnourished. We need to contact the veterinary service tomorrow.
Are you gonna keep her on a leash until then?
Let's haul her to that old sled dog cage to wait for them. You stay here and guard her. I'll figure out a way to do it.
What if she starts moving before that?
I'd keep my distance. She'll be rather pissed off when she wakes up.
Okay, so I think this entire sequence that's coming up is quite clever. So, first things first, we need to go over here. Let's just skip. Do we go on to the next screen? Okay. So, we can see there's a snowmobile. So, we then talk to Tully.
Have you figured out how to move her? That thing will get up any minute.
Throwback to text adventures! So we get to type in snowmo... Oh, God, I've got to spell this right now. Snowmobile.
Let's take the snowmobile and pull her.
That might work.
And he'll go get it. I mean, dodgy, like, rendered video, but apart from that, quite cool. Okay, so here's the next thing. We need to open the door. Now, if we actually just try and pull the polar bear with a rope, it won't work. Because you'd have to drive into the cage. But if you look, there's a cage pillar. Right, now this is quite nifty. So, we use the rope. Tie the rope to the polar bear. I thought I had to tie it to the polar bear. Okay, right, hang on. Oh, wait a minute. Do I need the ratchet strap? Yes, I need the ratchet strap first. Okay, so we ratchet strap the polar bear. Okay. Then we click on the rope. So we want to click on the strapped polar bear, the cage pillar, and then the snowmobile. How clever is that? Job's a good one. I quite like the interface. It's very simple to use and it works.
Euler Petroleum is gonna love her.
We are not telling them. We need to do what we can to help her.
I'm gonna go take a leak.
Thanks for telling me that. Okay, now if we look in inventory, we have a reversal agent. Yes, so we need to do something now. So let's have a look. Now I could wake her up. I'm sure there's something I'm meant to do. Let's just use a reversal agent on her. Get her alive and kicking. She should come around soon. And she will. Pretty much as soon as we step out of this screen, I believe. So anyway, we're just going to head back inside for a minute. Let's fasten things up. Saving game. Now, am I going the wrong way or the right way? No, I'm going the right way. Now, I will use this skipping technique because I don't see why... Well, let's face it. A character wandering back and forth between locations isn't the most exciting thing you'll ever see. Okay. Now, if we go to the lab, I'm pretty sure there's stuff we need in there. Unless, of course, I haven't hit that point yet. Oh no, I have. Right, we need some stuff from the medical locker. Okay, antibiotics. Which will help with her tooth. Okay, she has to basically eat it, or at least get injected. And she needs to stay in a cage 14 days, and he needs to contact Thule. Or Thully, depending how you say it. Okay, so do I have...
Samples coming through.
Hello.
Rune.
Al.
Pretty brisk weather out there. Leave no skin exposed.
What do you got there, Gramps?
Early Christmas. A few hours ago, I was roaming the glacier using the crevasse radar. No magnetometrics or anything. Suddenly, the thing starts bleeping, and I hit the brakes. Went outside and found myself on the edge of the nastiest crevasse ever.
Holy shit!
And that's not even the hairiest part. Glanced down, and there it was. Deep in the hole, a bubbling pool of crude oil. Again, no transient electromagnetics, tellurics, or anything. Just stumbled on it. So I figured there's more to this story. Tied myself to the six-wheeler's winch and went down.
You fucking went down the crevasse? Alone? And with that trunk of yours?
Yes, Tully, I bloody went all the way. Let's say I had a hunch of an old oil wizard, did some surface sampling, looked around, and found these.
Ominous change in music. Okay, some sort of thing drawn on skin.
Isn't it? It was a sacrificial site of some kind.
That thigh bone. It's human.
Yes, there were plenty of body parts down there. But I didn't want to stick my nose any deeper than I already had. What do you think, Rune?
It's not really my field.
The symbols look like some sort of elaborate writing, but it's not really my field. If you want a real analysis, we'll need to contact a paleoanthropologist.
Maybe, but let's not be hasty here. The find could mean big bucks for all of us, so let's not draw any unnecessary attention to it. Tully?
Right on, Gramps. Last time I checked, we were on an oil research station, not some fancy university.
You are not going to believe this. Euler himself is coming here.
Bob? They're sending Bob?
No, much worse.
Oh, no.
I'll be in my room.
What the hell was that?
Alistair Euler, the son of the company founder, is coming here. I've known Bob a long time, and in this case, the apple has landed far off.
Oh, he sure got the Ice Queen ticked off.
They have some mutual history together.
I'm going out for a smoke. You joining, Gramps?
No, thank you. I'll reward myself with a couple of sandwiches.
Viking?
No, thanks, I'm trying to quit. And if I'm not going to be allowed to contact a real expert, I'll examine those bones myself.
Knock yourself out.
You do know what your oil find means for Greenland, don't you?
Yes, it'll bring in money to the local people, thus giving them tools for pursuing their independence.
It'll also have a severe effect on the ecology, not to mention global climate problems.
What do you want me to do, Rune? I'm an old guy. For once, I found something worthwhile. Anyway, I suggest you take a look out of your window before going to sleep. There should be powerful aurora in the sky tonight.
So, more exposition. Basically, this story is turning into something about the environment and strange bones. Okay. Lots of different markings. Okay. What about the bones? Mineralized, so it's hard to examine them properly. Could be thousands of years old. But anyway, we're not worried about that right now. I want to, before we finish for this session, I want to try and feed the polar bear. Or at least I think that's what we've got to do. Now, I think in the basement there's some meat. So, hang on. There we go. So we've got an antibiotic syringe. We just carved pieces of it. Is there a knife then that I can use to cut this open, or do I need to go up to the kitchen to get a knife? I don't think there's one down here. Of course, I could be completely wrong. Now the thing is, I know from trying this before, if you try and use the syringe on the polar bear, he goes no, because the polar bear will no doubt rip his head off. What am I doing? Why not I just do that? Meat hook, meat. Sacrificial anode? What? Oh, okay. Never mind. Extinguisher, ice cream box. Right, okay. Oh, hang on. I need to cleanse the bones Al brought me for further investigation. I need to give the thirst by antibiotic shot tonight. Right then, are you expecting me to just inject the polar bear? I am going to see if I can get a knife to cut this meat first. But we also must clean the bones. To the kitchen. Of course, I could have just used the multi-tool. Let me see if I can get a knife first. If I can't, then I'll just go back and try the multi. Alright, is there a knife in here I can use? Water tap. No, there isn't. Okay. Yes, you need to cleanse the bones. I know, I didn't mean to click on you, Rune. Okay. Let's go back to the meat. And then if that doesn't work, I will attempt to clean the bones. Okay. And down we go. Alright, can I use the multi-tool on... Yes, I can! Okay, can I now do this? Use Sicilian syringe on meat chop. It's not possible. Oh, okay. So have I actually put that on there now? Oh, so what do I need the syringe for? Ow! Never mind. I'm just going to get the polar bear this. Unless, of course, that's literally just there to trick you into thinking you have to give it an injection. Okay, can I give... Yeah, she's awake. Can I give this to the polar bear? Yes, I can. She's not going to eat it with that jaw. Well, okay. I think we're going to leave it there for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this game is vaguely interesting you. I have no idea how this is going to turn into a horror game, but we shall see. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.